Hey you guys, we are making a dressing today, and I am just doing a trial run so that I can show y'all how I do it. Um, Mom wrote down Thanksgiving dinner right here for all of us. She has written it down, and she's coming to the point where she cannot pick up a heavy turkey anymore, and she cannot cook Thanksgiving dinner for a whole lot of people, and we were a whole lot of people, let me tell you. So let me tell you what I've done so far. And normally when I make dressing, I'm going to use my turkey drippings, my broth from my turkey, but I didn't bake a turkey. So today, just so that I can show y'all how I do it, and it's okay to use just regular chicken broth. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So what I did was I made a great big skillet of cornbread, and in my cornbread I went on ahead and I put about 4 or 5 eggs. So my egg is already in there. So got that. It's in my cornbread right here. Might stick another egg in there. See how many Mama would say to put in there. She would say to put 2 eggs, but I may or may not. So I've already got plenty of eggs. So I've already cut up my celery. I cut up probably about 5 stalks. I have homemade biscuits from Sunday. I'm going to take a couple of these. They're good and stale, the way I want them to be. And the way I do this is I take them and just run them together like this, or you can half it, cut it in half, and crumble it. And you just crumble it up like this. So, see how crumbly that is? That's going to make some great dressing right there. And I got this tool, Georgia Rice. I don't know if y'all know her. She's a friend. She had a Pampered Chef party, and I bought this little tool from her, and I love it. I'm finding that all kinds of uses for it, so I'm glad I got it. So you want to just crumble everything up real good. I've got everything just crumbled up real good. And now I'm going to add my celery, and just for time, just to help you with some time, my mom uses, find me a scissor. I tell you what, I can't find a scissor to save my life when I need one, and I have one from the kitchen. Anyway, Mama has started using the onions. It cuts down on the crying, and it cuts down time. So there's nothing wrong with them. They smell fresh. They smell wonderful. I'm going to put about a half a bag. I'm going to go on ahead and put my pepper. I've got that side open because I don't want y'all to see me do this and go, oh my Lord, what's she doing? Add a little salt. And now we're going to add this broth. And this broth, all I'm doing is I'm just using plain old chicken broth. And again, normally I would use the turkey broth. I'll probably have to get another one out. This is going to make some really good dressing. My friend Cindy asked me, she said, are you going to freeze some of that? Or y'all can go ahead and eat it. Well, I imagine we'll eat some of it tonight, and then tomorrow, I don't know. It's according to how much is left. If there's quite a bit left, then I may freeze it. And, well, I'll have some for later. So you just mix all this up. See how easy that is? Now, we do, in our family, we use sage. And let me get another one of these out. And I went on ahead and got fresh. And if I don't use this all year long, come next year at Thanksgiving time, I'll get me some. No, I'll get some more fresh. All right, so I've sprinkled that in there. I'm gonna open up another thing of broth. I forgot to shake that up. Shoot. You want it real good and wet. You want it almost soupy like. That's the way we like ours. Shoot, I tell you what, I've had other people's dressing that wasn't my mom's, and you know how we all are with our mamas and how we were brought up and how our dressing was. You know, there's people that probably wouldn't like my mama's dressing, but that's how this is the only dressing I know. Now I poured 2 of these boxes, and the pan that I used for my still hot, my cornbread, was this great big old skillet here. I always use my big one. And I've got this ready. I just sprayed it with some Pam. I'll put as much in there as I can. Now this is good and soupy now. Good and soupy. See how soupy this is? That's how you want it to be. Nice and soupy. Whoops. I just souped it right out on my cabinet. So this is ready to pour in the pan. Let's see what Mama said on how she well, she didn't tell us. I've got my oven preheated to 400. And so I'm just going to put this in there at the 400. I'll just keep an eye on it. It says to cook it for about 30 minutes. So, see, everything is cooked. Your, yeah, that's right. Your eggs are in your cornbread. That's already cooked. The celery and the onions, they'll cook in that 30 minutes. This is going to be fantastic. Pappy didn't know we were having dressing for supper tonight. I baked a ham. So, and then here in a little while this afternoon, I'll come on here and I'm going to make those, some people call them funeral potatoes. That's what we're going to do. Let me get something to scoop this out with. I need me about a cup. Let me use this beautiful cup my friend gave me from Wyoming. So we're just going to lay all that in there. Woo-wee! Love me some dressing now. We all but fight over this stuff at Thanksgiving. We're all trying to distance from each other and keep each other from getting sick. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do with this little bit. Let me find me a something to put that in. I'm going to spray this with Pam. I'm going to surprise somebody with some dressing. There we go. Oh man, this is going to be good stuff. There's a big old hunk of celery in there. I don't need that in there. So we got everything. My hands are clean. I got some clumps of cornbread. I don't want anything clumped. Everything looks good. We're going to pop her in the oven and let it cook for about a half an hour. Like I said, everything is already really cooked, so it won't take that long for that to get done. So that was pretty simple. You know, before I popped on here with you guys, I'd gone on ahead and cut up my celery. And then I used chopped onions, frozen onions. And that just made it so much easier. Salt, pepper, a little bit of sage. And my cornbread had 4 eggs in it. So that'll help keep that dressing together. So that was that. It's that simple, guys. So, oh, it's going to be real good. It's going to be good, Beth. So, that's the dressing. So I'll pop back on here this afternoon. I'm feeling so much better, and I missed a dose. Miss Beth got on to me. I think it was Miss Beth. No, it was Cindy. Cindy got on to me because I missed a dose of my medication, and that's what made me feel funky for the past few days. That, and I just felt exhausted. So, all right, guys. I will holler at you later this afternoon. I'll get back on here and we'll do those potatoes, and I'll have that dressing out. Let you all take a look at it, okay? All right, see you later. Toodle-oo.